A pleasant good afternoon, friends, and what a joy it is to have the opportunity to welcome you here for the Abendmusik at First-Plymouth Concert Series. This is our 52nd season of gathering to experience music that inspires, and when I walked in behind you all, I thought, it looks like Christmas in here with all these people. So it puts us in the mood ahead of time that we're so grateful you're here to share in this day together. Before we begin with music, I want to be sure to thank the season sponsors who make it possible for us to welcome the community here for all of our events without any ticket charge, which is an incredible joy and grace. Yeah. And I'm glad to tell you it's a longish list, so listen to these friends. The Nebraska Arts Council, the Nebraska Cultural Endowment, Union Bank and Trust, First-Plymouth Church, John and Joan Michelson, Matthew and Ann Finkner, the Conant Family Endowment, Rhonda Seacrest, Dr. John H. Casey, and the estate of Norma Summerheiser. Please join me in thanking all of them. And today's concert in particular is sponsored by our dear friend, Susan Sainert Stewart. Please join me in thanking Susan. Later on in the program, I'll come back to tell you a bit about our nonprofit partner and what the offering today will go to benefit. But now, it's time to fasten your seatbelts, because you're approaching the Monroe Crossing, and what a joy it is to welcome the Monroe Crossing to make their music with us today.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today.
We're going to start off with a little love song. It goes like this.
sea of life to everywhere the wind's been blowing. It's like a dull edge of a knife, always right but never showing. It's a mixed up world, you know it's true. Spinning round and round, feels like there's nothing you can do. It's easy to get lost when you don't know where you're going. Game that you play when your cards are always showing. They've got their aces facing up, and you know you should be folding. Oh, life is a gamble, you know it's true. Spinning round and round, feels like there's nothing you can do. It's easy to get lost when you don't know where you're going. Darkness rolling in, started small, but now it's growing. It's a crazy mess to begin, was a drip, now it's flowing. It's a mixed up world, you know it's true. Spinning round and round, feels like there's nothing you can do. It's easy to get lost when you don't know where you're going. Yes, it's easy to get lost when you don't know where you're going.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Hello, Nebraska. Thank you. We're very happy to be here. We're the Monroe Crossing Bluegrass Band from the, when you think bluegrass, you think Minnesota, right? Am I right? Well, we had a wonderful trip coming down here. We're doing a massive tour of Nebraska. We started in Minden, and we're in Lincoln tonight, and
then we're home tomorrow.
Then we go home. So
We've
that's
hit
it.
all the hot spots in Nebraska.
We crossed the border into Nebraska, and somebody was hungry, so we typed in restaurants near me. Runza, 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 runza. Anyways, we're so thrilled to be working with this amazing choir and an amazing director. But we thought before you hear the Bluegrass Mass, hear a little bit of bluegrass. So that's what we're doing now. We're going to do a gospel song that was written by the husband and wife team in our band, our bass player and our fiddle player. Not only married, they're married to each other. And why don't you tell them about the song?
This is one, we had an afternoon off after playing a church up in northern Wisconsin, and we saw this verse inscribed in a wall hanging, and we thought, oh, that would be a really good topic for a bluegrass gospel tune. We hope you'll agree. It's called Micah 6:8. To understand, we hate in turns, we never learn. An eye for an eye leaves both blind, a pound of flesh for an ounce of crime, and no one wins, the wheel just spins. He has shown you, oh man, what is good. What does Yahweh require of you? Act justly, love mercy, passion without strain. When grace is real, we all can heal. When we forgive another's debt, we free ourselves to love, and yet we honor those we miss the most. He has shown you, oh man, what is good. What does your way require of you? Act justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with your God. Just terrain, will mercy reign? He has shown you, oh man, what is good. What does your way require of you? Act justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with your God. Act justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with your God. Love mercy, and walk humbly with your God.
Thanks so much. Well, we are Monroe Crossing, named in honor of the Father of Bluegrass music, Bill Monroe. And we came together because of the music of Bill Monroe, so we had a Monroe Crossing. We have been together for 23 years, and we have 3 original members. I've been with the band for 12 years now, and we have 1 unpaid intern.
But it's good experience.
But it's really good experience you're getting there, my friend.
And all the runs that you
Yep. You'll find him in the back at the end of the service. But, I do all the booking for the band, and we keep really, really busy, except for, during COVID. That's when I was answering the phone and canceling all our shows. We were off of the road for a year and a half, so I decided to get down in the basement, keep myself busy, and record a solo album. And I had 19 different guest musicians play on this album. None of us were ever in the same room at the same time. I just would load all the tracks into the computer, and I hit the make CD button, and out popped a CD. It's just, anyone can do it these days, I'm telling you. Well, here's the title track of that album, and it was written during COVID, so it's a song called Hard Life. It's a hard life, doing what you do. It's a hard life, trying to make it through. It's a hard life, well, it's sad, but it's true. It's a hard life, but I'm glad I'm living it with you. When the bad news comes to town, turns your whole world upside down, there is nothing you can say to keep them troubled times away. 'Cause it's a hard life, doing what you do. It's a hard life, trying to make it through. It's a hard life, well, it's sad, but it's true. It's a hard life, but I'm glad I'm living it with you. All that spinning knocks you down. For a while it goes away, to come around another day. 'Cause it's a hard life, doing what you do. It's a hard life, trying to make it through. It's a hard life, well, it's sad, but it's true. It comes right in with a crashing sound. Seems like there ain't no quiet ground. Cover your ears, scream away. I'll join you on the ricochet. 'Cause it's a hard life, doing what you do. It's a hard life, trying to make it through. It's a hard life, well it's sad but it's true. It's a hard life, but I'm glad I'm living it with you. Oh, it's a hard life, oh, doing what you do. It's a hard life, oh, trying to make it through. It's a hard life, well it's sad but it's true. It's a hard life, but I'm glad I'm living it with you. Oh, it's a hard life, but I'm glad I'm living it with you.
Thank you, folks. I thought you'd be interested in hearing a little background on the Bluegrass Mass and how it came into being. Well, back in Minnesota, there's a really nice couple named Mike and Kay McCarthy who are fans of both choral music and bluegrass music, which makes them really cool people in my book.
And very rare.
But they commissioned this piece, and they got together with Philip Brunel, who is the director of vocal lessons up in the Twin Cities, and Carol Barnett, who is a choral composer, and discussed the idea of a mass for a bluegrass band and a choir. And they researched this and determined it had not been done before, so they went in, they decided to go ahead with the project. They just needed a bluegrass band, so they gave us a call, since we're a full-time bluegrass band based out of Minnesota, and said, "Hey, Monroe Crossing, how would you like to do this bluegrass mass with us?" And we said, "Sure. How hard could it be?" Well, Carol came out to one of our shows, listened to us, and the different instruments we played and our vocal ranges and so on, and she even had a few questions for us, I think.
Well, she asked if there's ever any extra measures or extra beats in bluegrass music, and we're familiar with we call dog-legged fiddle tunes with just an extra beat like once in the entire song. And I said, well, yeah, that happens. And her response, oh, goody.
And so she went home, we went home, and we forgot all about it. And really. And then a year later, someone calls us up and says, "Monroe Crossing, your music is ready." Yeah. Well, not all of us in the band read music. Not all of us read, so...
No, it's true. They brought in this stack of pages with lines and dots on it. I thought it was Morse code. I typed it in my phone and got a pizza.
Yeah, the first piece that she gave us to work on was the Kyrie. And Bill Monroe would have said, "This ain't no part of nothing."
I remember I called her and said, "Carol, this ain't bluegrass. This is a cry for help." She said, "Yeah, it's a Kyrie."
So then she gave us the Gloria, and we okay, this is making a little more sense. But we worked at it, and it still wasn't coming together. The problem was we were missing half of the equation. The first time we got together with vocal lessons, the choir, then all of a sudden it started to come together. I remember even when we recorded this piece, we still didn't know the piece. We recorded it just fine, but we didn't really know it, not like we do, now. We performed it 80 times since...
2007.
Twice in Carnegie Hall, and debuted in 2007. Most exciting place we played this piece was in South Korea, and they loved it. They really liked the banjo, especially. But anyways, we got together with the Plymouth Choir last night and had a wonderful rehearsal. And if you've never been to one of their rehearsals, if it's allowed, go to one sometime, because their director, Tom Trenny, is amazing. And he's so fun to work with, and he just hears every little nuance and just pulls the music out. And it was so fun to watch him last night, wasn't it, guys?
It really was. This is a full work. It's a mass, and you're going to want to applaud between every movement. And being that they're going to videotape it, we would like to avoid having you clap between every movement. Now, it's difficult, right? You're going to want to. So, sit on your hands if you have to. If you see your neighbor about to clap, sit on their hands. It's all right. We're going to do our best. And just to get you over it, why don't we all go ahead and applaud now so we can get it out of our systems. Go ahead. Excellent, excellent. So during the Mass, let's try and avoid that. If it's going to happen, it always does. You won't be the only one clapping at an inappropriate time. I promise you it happens every time. But we'll keep it to a minimum. How's that?
Well, before we do our last song, I just want to quickly tell you who we all are. On the guitar, we have Derek Johnson. On the bass, we have Mark Anderson. On the mandolin, we have Matt Thompson. Did you notice Johnson, Anderson, Thompson? We're from Minnesota, yeah, sure, you betcha. And over here, his last name means son. Graham Sones on the banjo. And the most Minnesota name of all on our fiddle player, Lisa Fugli. Norwegian. Well, we love train songs in bluegrass ever since Roy Acuff sang about that Wabash Cannonball. Jim and Jesse and the Virginia Boys sang about the diesel train. Well, Mark and Lisa wanted to update things even further, so they wrote a song about a mythical bullet train, which we do not have in the United States, but we've ridden them in Europe and South Korea, and they're fast and smooth and quiet.
Not like this song.
The song is none of those things. So we'll leave you with this one, then we'll get to the Bluegrass Mass. This is called The Bullet Train. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
Wanna ride that bullet train, Vegas to LA. A 45-minute glide without touching the rails. Gotta get to the station, wanna get on the bullet train.
Wow. While the choir finds its way up into the choir loft, I'd like to invite Nancy Johnner to join me here. Nancy is here to represent Clinic with the Heart, our nonprofit partner today. And we are so thankful for the incredible things that they do in the community for us. And the program today gives you the opportunity, as it comes to a conclusion, to make a donation that will directly benefit every bit of money that's collected today and online from viewers at home will be collected to benefit Clinic with the Heart. So here's Nancy Johnner to tell you more about that.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So what an amazing afternoon thus far. So I've been told that I have 2 to 3 minutes, so I need to make sure that I stay on task. So I wrote up my notes. So I will try not to deviate. So first of all, I just want to tell you how incredible, grateful I am to be here and honored that Clinic with the Heart is being sponsored by Susan Sinart Stewart. And so we thank you for that. But today, I just want to tell you that I stand just here before you to share about Clinic with the Heart and its unwavering mission to serve the uninsured and the underinsured individuals in our community. And I just want to tell you a little bit about what we provide. So we do general care, lab, pharmacy, hypertension clinic, medical imaging. We do allergies and asthma, mental health, PT, OT, dermatology, pain management, chiropractic, foot clinic, street medicine, and we partner with the current resources we have in the community. So if we were in a third world country, we actually would be kind of like a little hospital. In a world often plagued with healthcare disparities, our clinic stands as a beacon of hope, providing accessible and quality care to those who need it the most. And we believe that every person, regardless of their financial status, deserves the right to receive medical attention and support because everyone's health matters. So our clinic impact on the community is, I believe, profound. By offering free healthcare services, we alleviate the burden of healthcare expenses on families and individuals who are struggling just to make ends meet. So we understand that health is not a luxury, but a fundamental human right. And that is why we go above and beyond to ensure that everyone who walks through our doors feel valued, respected, and cared for. So the individuals we serve are not just patients, they are our neighbors, friends, and fellow community members. Our dedicated team of volunteers work tirelessly to provide comprehensive healthcare services along with dental services. Through their expertise and compassion, they empower individuals to take control of their health and make informed decisions, as well as connecting them to current local resources to help them find a more permanent medical home. Our volunteers truly bring hospitality, dignity, and grace to patients' care because health matters. So our impact doesn't stop at the clinic doors. By improving the health and well-being of individuals, we also strengthen the overall community. Healthy individuals are more productive, engaged, and have the opportunity to fulfill their potential. So when we invest in the health of our community, we are investing in a brighter future. However, we cannot do this alone. We rely on your support and the generous donors and sponsors and volunteers who share our vision of a healthier and more equitable society. And together, we can continue to expand our services, reach more individuals in need, and make a lasting impact. So I would like to end with a quote. As much as you have done to the least of these, you have done it to me. So thank you for your time, and let us continue to work together in creating a community where everyone has access to health care. And I want to thank I have a volunteer and two staff members in the back manning the table, Jim and Millie, for being here. And I know I have a number of volunteers that are here, and they know what happens. And thank you to you for the work that you've done at the clinic, and also for those of you who sponsor the clinic, because without you, we couldn't do it. So thank you, everybody.
song.
each other. It's like we've never had to follow the choir before. And it seems like a monumental task, but we're just going to keep playing. So Without further ado, here's another band original called Into the Fire.
1, 2, 3. Thank you so much. We have a couple more songs to play for you, and we just couldn't let you go without playing this one for you. This is a song that is our often most requested number, a song we did not write, but a friend of ours named Bill Isles wrote this number, and he lives in Duluth, Minnesota. And he wrote this in honor of his grandfather, who immigrated from Germany and about the time of the Great Depression was working in a roundhouse. He was fixing trains.
northern Minnesota.
In northern Minnesota, and he had the overnight shift. So on those cold Minnesota winter nights, he took pity on the guys who were out of work, riding the rails, looking for work, and he would let them come in to the Roundhouse, maybe get a little warmth, a little sleep. However, there was another guy on the train lot who had the job of keeping all those people out. And so he had to do this on the sly. He would let these hobos come in, warm up, and if he had gotten caught, he could have lost his job. It's a beautiful piece called Hobos in the Roundhouse. From 7 to 7 every night of the week, fixing trains in the Roundhouse, I work on my feet. And I told my children, hope the bed bugs don't bite, 'cause I got hobos sleeping in the Roundhouse tonight. From Akron to Hinckley and Prairie du Chien, they are soldiers and lawyers, and I believe what they're saying. And I'll rouse them at 4 to head down the line. The hobos are sleeping in the Roundhouse tonight. Good night, my hobos, rest your vagabond heads on your own knapsack pillows in your gunny sack bed. For a few stolen hours, you'll be alright. My hobos sleep in the Roundhouse tonight. Where they hired a new man to work as a guard. Every morning at sunrise, he checks out the yard. But for now I won't trust him, though he seems pretty nice. 'Cause I got hobos sleeping in the Roundhouse tonight. Good night, my hobos, rest your vagabond heads on your own knapsack pillows in your gunny sack bed. For a few stolen hours, you'll be alright. My hobos sleep in the Roundhouse tonight. Well, I asked my Savior, what should I do? If I'm caught helping hobos, my job could be through. Well, I heard the answer so clear and so bright. Are my hobos sleeping in your Roundhouse tonight? Good night, my hobos, rest your vagabond heads on your own knapsack pillows in your gunny sack bed. For a few stolen hours, you'll be alright. My hobos sleep Good night, boys.
Yeah, that's a pretty song. We love that song. Now, do you want to know our favorite movement from the Bluegrass Mass? The band's favorite movement? On You Stay, which was the a cappella piece that they sang. Wasn't that beautiful? Of course, when we first got the music, given all the murder ballads in bluegrass, we thought it was Agnes Must Die. But we were told it's On You Stay. So, okay, all right. Our least favorite movement, not that there's a bad one in the bunch, because there's so many wonderful sections to that piece, but our least favorite, probably the instrumental.
We missed the choir?
We missed the choir, basically. Right. So the choir is going to join us on this one. This is the song we probably sung more times than any other of the last 23 years. Please join us, as well as the choir, on I'll Fly Away. 1, 2,